Welcome to Denton Outdoors. I'm at the Caney Creek Wilderness in the Ouachita National Forest. I'm going to be hiking the Caney Creek Trail and Buckeye Mountain Trail, making kind of a loop. Should be about 10 miles. Let's get to going. It is just really quiet out here. It's really nice. Nothing too much to see yet. Caney Creek is really beautiful, but I've gained a little elevation and can't see the creek right now. It's pretty nice so far though. We've gained a lot of elevation actually, probably like 500, 600 feet. You can see the mountain ridge over there. We're on the side of Buckeye Mountain right now. Caney Creek is down in the valley. I kind of thought this trail would follow Caney Creek the entire time, but it's been a little more up and down than I thought it would. Probably a couple miles in, maybe a mile, mile and a half until we turn off onto the Buckeye Mountain Trail. Back down in the valley, been able to run a little bit too because the trail's been so nice. Overall, the trail's been really easy to follow. I read some things that it's not marked, but there's been little pieces of orange tape every 50 or 100 yards, making it pretty easy to follow. I can see the turnoff for Buckeye Mountain. I'm gonna fill up on some water before I start that part of the trail. Took me a little longer to get to this point than I was hoping, about an hour and 20 minutes. But I think the Buckeye Trail might actually be a little shorter than I thought originally. So I'm gonna get filled up on water and get on the other trail. All right, filled up on water, starting the Buckeye Trail. The wind has been kind of ripping. I can hear it up on the mountain, so hopefully once we get up there, it's not too windy. But this first part should be a pretty big climb, and then we should just kind of follow the ridge back to the road. Making my way up the mountain, and this trail is a little bit harder to follow. It doesn't look like it's been walked as much. It's covered in leaves, but I'm finding my way. Also saw two guys backpacking, probably the only two people I'll see the entire trail. They had a really nice campsite where the trails turn off. There's a little waterfall on the creek, so I'm gonna keep on making my way up the mountain. Got a real good view of Caney Mountain as we make our way up onto the ridge. It's definitely windier up here, and it's very overcast. I'm not sure how the views are gonna be up here, but as of now, it looks like they'll be okay. Still making my way up the ridge. It's pretty tough going, and just a couple times it's been a little bit hard to find the trail. That's okay, I'm gonna keep on going. Starting to get the mountain views. Just made it to the top of the ridge. I can see on both sides. I think I'll just follow this ridge pretty much for the rest of the way, probably up and down a whole lot. The wind is pretty bad up here. There's some gusts every now and again. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it can't be near as bad as what I experienced on Guadalupe Mountains last year. Literally like 20 feet that way is the fastest wind I think I've ever felt. Pretty crazy. Been up on the ridge for a while now, and the views are fantastic, but it's all through the trees, so it's a little bit hard to tell on the phone camera. The wind hasn't been too bad, but there's been a strong gust just every now and again, kind of like right now. But it's pretty nice hiking, so we're gonna keep on going. I am so close to just having some unbelievable views. There's just a little bit too many trees in the way. I made it above the trees enough to start to get the really, really great views. This ridge is awesome. I was starting to get a little bit cold, but the trail Went down only like 20 feet off the ridge, and the wind is way less and it's way warmer. So I'm kind of glad to be off the ridge just for a little bit. Just came across this campsite with a really great view. Just came up this really rocky section. Had to use my hands. I think I'm still on the trail. I'm gonna go a little bit further and then I might have to check my GPS. Still on the trail. That was a really rugged section I just came through. This right here behind me is Buckeye Mountain. Across the Caney Creek Valley, this back here is Tall Mountain. Some really great views from right here. It's windy and cold though. Made it to the top of Buckeye Mountain. The wind just keeps picking up and I keep getting colder, so I'm gonna make my way on down the mountain. Just got to the Buckeye trailhead. Now I have to take a gravel road for like a mile, mile and a half back down to the Caney Creek trailhead. I'm so glad I did this hike. I wasn't sure I'd be able to because yesterday I did the Eagle Rock Loop in one day and my legs were wrecked. And I just took this slow, got it done. It was so worth it. I know a lot of people do this hike the opposite direction of I did. They start at the Caney Creek trailhead, walk up this road, and then start with the Buckeye Trail. And I think that is probably the better way to do it. I think the views are probably better, or at least going the other way on the Buckeye Trail, you see the views more. I had to turn around quite a bit to get the good views, but I just wanted to end with the easy road walk since my legs were burnt up from yesterday. Great trail, great hike. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I'll see you on the next adventure.